Welcome back to another episode of Chopping It Up. Man, it's going to be a great episode. It's your boy Ferris right here. We have...
Chartel is here from the A.
And we have a special guest returning on this bitch. So, we're going to let my man introduce himself.
Yo, I'm Lamar. I'm Ferris's brother, and I'm here to speak the truth to Chartel.
There we go. And so, I'm trying to think, what the hell are we going to start out with? Blase. You know, that's the first segment. You know, whatever's on our mind.
Let's ask our guest. What's on your mind, Lamar, to chop it up about today? For this segment?
I don't know. I didn't even think of nothing.
What's that thing on your arm? Did you go to the doctor?
Yeah, doctor.
Okay.
Doctor.
Your vaccine shot?
Nah, I already got my vaccine shot.
Oh, I heard that. So what's that? Birth control?
Nah, I don't use that.
I heard that. Lamar,
dog.
Pull out game is my message.
Is it still strong at your age?
My pleasure.
No, it's absolutely horrible. Horrible.
Man, tell me about it.
Horrible. Always one pump too many.
Get out of here.
Sad.
It looks like you're driving. Where are you going? Or coming
Going
from?
I was teaching my little cousin how to drive.
Look at you helping the community.
Nah, he almost killed me twice. So that wasn't good.
That's no good. So,
like, you know how you try not to panic, but you need them to slow down, but you don't want to yell slow down because then they gonna panic.
Right.
And he was hitting this corner straight at like 55. I'm like, man.
And you're in the Beamer too?
Oh man, like you know how you clinch up like,
yeah, don't hurt my baby. That's my baby.
Man, I thought it was over.
Well, we're glad to still have you, friend.
Thank you.
For all your shenanigans.
Mm-hmm.
So yes.
Man,
well, what, Ferris?
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, we were talking football earlier. Lamar, what are yours? So we know Ferris is afflicted by the Cowboys. I'm semi-afflicted with Georgia sports. Who do you follow, Lamar, if any?
I like the Vikings because I'm from Minnesota, even though they're garbage.
Mm-hmm.
My new favorite team is the Bucks.
Is that right?
Because of Tom Brady?
You know what? I hated Tom Brady before he went to the Bucks. But
now he's there.
I hate it. And I like him. I just like the team. They put together a good team. Like from the beginning of the season, I knew the team was going to be. On paper, they was ridiculous. But
and they got everyone returning too. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
Old ass out there, geriatric over here, is just gonna kill it.
But he's the GOAT, man. He is the GOAT.
And he plays my Cowboys the first week. I'm like, fuck. Why we always got that team that's just gonna embarrass us the first fucking week.
Can we play in the second?
Oh yeah.
Who?
We don't. Vikings play the Cowboys like week 2 or 3?
No, we play Halloween. I got tickets to that shit. So if anyone's listening from Minnesota, I'm gonna be in that goddamn stadium, fucking Halloween night. My Cowboys gonna bust that ass.
Are they?
That's gonna be beautiful. Yes.
What happens if they don't?
Is Dak coming back? Is he back?
Yeah, he's back.
Oh, he's garbage anyway, so it don't matter.
I think he got injured.
So there was just a draft. Who do y'all think will make it to the Super Bowl and win it?
Man, it's so early to say that.
I know, but
but I'm gonna be realistic. I'm gonna say, I honestly think it's gonna just be a rematch. I think it's gonna be the Chiefs and the Buccaneers playing again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because who's gonna challenge the Chiefs in the AFC? No one.
Yeah. See, can't nobody beat them in the AFC.
Yeah.
Bengals.
All right. Even though Joe Burrow is very, very, very good.
Yep.
But yeah.
The Ravens are good. You know, Lamar.
Man, they're very good regular season, but then come fucking playoff.
Yeah, they
trash.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. I was just curious what y'all's guesses would be, so we'll have to watch the season and see.
What's your guess?
I don't have a
goddamn Falcons.
Georgia fan, so I don't make any guesses until the game is over.
Okay. Well, that's beyond the point, isn't it?
No, because Georgia.
Because the Falcons aren't even gonna make the playoffs.
I know, but we'll get close. And then we'll fumble the ball the whole time because that's just what we do. So if Georgia sports have taught me anything,
y'all got rid of the best receiver in the game.
Yeah, and kept the most mediocre quarterback. Believe me, I hear it. We hear. So I don't trash talk. I don't make no guesses, nothing, because Georgia always disappoints when it matters most.
Matter of fact, you know what? I'm glad we just said that. The Titans are going to be a beast this year, though. So I don't know. They might get KC a run for their money.
Mm-hmm. They've been good.
Yeah.
That's real.
I forgot that they got Julio, too. Yeah, the Titans are going to be something. So that'll be interesting to see.
I forgot to so last episode we were talking about I'm gonna kind of pivot. So last episode we were talking about, have you seen the interracial couple that did the fucking the slavery engagement pictures?
Nah.
Yeah, so
I have not.
It's a black man, white woman.
Pull up the picture and show them.
They had, so apparently their engagement photos were like, he was a slave, he had chains on, and then she was Master's daughter. And it was just, I'm like, what the fuck is going on with this shit? It was just crazy. Hold on, I'm pulling it up right now. All right, here it goes.
Thank you, Lamar.
I know you're driving right now, but look, I'm gonna pull this up right now for your ass. Here it goes. Can you see this?
Django shit, that's ridiculous.
Right? So I was saying, like, man, it's all fine to love who the hell you love, right? It doesn't matter. Like, shit, I've dated black, white, Asian. Chartel's dated strictly white. You dated, Lamar, you've done white, black, Asian. So at the end of the day, it's like, love who you love. But it's like, I feel like sometimes people like fetishize certain races, religions, whatever it may be, just for that. Like, what are your thoughts on that?
Oh, man. Like, I don't know. I get I think a lot of people have fetishes. Like, I think a lot of people have like Asian fetishes and all that stuff like that. And I don't know, man. I just couldn't. Nah, bro. Like, that's not an idea that would have flew with me. Like,
at all.
It is not. It is not that. It is not that serious. Like, nah. Because the better question is, which one of them came up with that idea?
That's what we had talked about last episode. Because I'm like, even if the black dude was like, let's do this for like shits and giggles, the white needed to be like, absolutely not.
Right.
That's my thing. Like, why both of y'all okay with this?
And you know what? You know what though, too? Growing up around majority white people out in Bloomington and working with a lot of white people, like, I don't mean to offend any white people, but I don't think sometimes they understand how racist some shit they do is.
Agreed.
Like, I had this other guy that I worked with, okay? Mm-hmm. He has 2 daughters, and he couldn't stand Colin Kaepernick, the whole kneeling thing, whatever. Mm-hmm. So he wanted to dress his daughters up in blackface, like Colin Kaepernick, to make fun of him. And I had to explain to him, I said, that's blackface. And he's like, what? And I said, you don't understand how I said, are you trying to get you and your daughters beat up?
Right.
And he's like, because he was going to go to the game. I said,
good luck. Go ahead.
I said, you're going to go downtown and get your ass whooped. You and your daughters is what's going to happen.
Look.
And so I had to explain to him well, I'm sure he already knew, you know what I mean? But I'm like, okay. So he didn't do it. But sometimes I don't think they understand that, certain stuff is considered or offensive to us. You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, I hear that, but also no, white people know. And they gonna play
definitely.
Calls them out. Especially the Minnesota whites.
Oh, definitely. They're very good at playing stupid.
Yeah. So that's Lamar, what are some of your fetishes? I think we've talked about it before, but just so our viewers know, what are some of your fetishes?
Midgets.
Well, okay.
Man.
I ain't even joking. If I get a hold of a midget, I'm smashing her down.
Shut up!
Man, the funny
Matter
thing
of
is,
fact, I want to go to Vegas during St. Patrick's Day because I heard it's like midgets everywhere. Sorry, excuse me. Little people. Yeah, little people. Oh yeah.
man, the funny thing is, so last episode we came off of that last conversation we were talking about, and we went into talking about like role playing. Like me, I love the fucking like the teacher and the student, the school dress or the pencil dress with the teacher with the glasses on, ponytail, or like she's the manager, I'm the employee. What you got? What you got?
See, I don't really role play, man. I'm more of like I get more excited of like almost getting caught.
Like public
outside, car, movie theaters, like Burger King bathroom, stuff like that. Well, Burger King bathroom from the Humpty Dance, but you get my point.
That sounds unsanitary, but okay. I feel you.
Yeah, that sounds nasty because Burger King bathroom is probably disgusting. But like outdoors, cars, stuff like that, where somebody could walk by, that's what I like. I never really role played though. But I'm gonna try it sometimes.
Role playing is where it's at, man.
Try it.
What'd you say?
Slave and master. You ever did that?
Nah, I was saying that's where I draw the line. I draw the line at like racist things or racial things where it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna let you play the slave and I'm gonna be the slave master's daughter or something. Nah.
Right.
That's going a little too far.
I cannot. Lamar.
What about you, Chantel? You kind of quiet over there.
Yeah, Chantel be playing.
No, I just was asking questions. This wasn't intended to be redirected to me. So.
Oh, okay.
I was just asking questions. That's all.
Yeah, what are you and white guys? What are y'all, like, what kind of role playing do y'all do?
She's a chauffeur.
I date.
Driving Miss Daisy.
Right.
So what we not gonna do?
So you gonna be the cook tonight?
What we not gonna do is this.
You gonna be the maid, and she was saying, "What you say, Big Daddy?"
No. Okay.
Remember Django?
Yeah.
What, Big Daddy?
What we're not gonna do is attack me on my own show. Okay. So knock that off. I date lots of people, not only whites, and
she's like, I date Germans, I date Italians. Motherfucker, that's what.
I love black women, by the way. So I'll just put that out there.
Same difference.
They got a little more melanin. I like to role play. Actually, so last episode we asked Michael, and Michael was saying, kind of like pretending you don't like know each other and stuff. That's more my jam too. I like that. I'm not necessarily like dress up role play, but I like kind of situational role play.
So for listeners who don't know, who has not listened to the last episode, you should go back and listen to that. But our producer Michael was saying that it's dope when you're out with your girl, you walk up acting like you don't know her, and that like kind of first night, one night stand type situation, and you kind of just go from there. Obviously, he's going to elaborate on it a little.
Well, no, yeah, we did that one. We did another where I just pretended to knock on the door like I was like my lost dog or something, but it was more or less the same thing, where she's like, "Oh, come on in. Would you like some lemonade?" And then we role played that all the way to sex. But yeah, I guess I like the more immersive, which is funny too, because I don't like role playing. Like if someone at work, if someone's like, "Okay, I'm going to pretend that I'm the customer and you be the, I hate that kind of role playing. If you've ever had that.
Man, I'm about
you like the cheesy porno type role playing.
Yeah, right.
I was gonna say that. I was like,
I'm the plumber. I
swear to God, I was gonna say that.
No, absolutely.
My next role play, I'm gonna be the cable guy.
I'm on my back fixing something under the sink, and what are you doing?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, this pipe looks like I need to blow it out a little bit. Yep, you sure do.
I'll do this one for free.
Right.
I'll need like tool belts and stuff.
Oh, I'm gonna come up with all of that shit. Getting looking like Larry the Cable Guy.
Yes, hilarious. Got the
get her done.
Oh, that's funny.
Get her done.
Interesting. So Lamar, I'm actually really glad that you're on this show because.
Stop texting.
Huh?
Stop texting.
I'm not texting.
Mm-hmm.
So last show we were talking about a bunch of stuff, but kind of the thing that we left off with was vulnerability in relationships. And I feel like you and I have talked about this a lot. And I guess I'm just here for whatever shit you about to spew out about it today. But what are your thoughts on being vulnerable in relationships to lead to like love and marriage?
Because Chartel going through it.
I am not going through it. I'm all done with the shit. I ain't going through it. We're all done. I'm just curious you're going to say this time, Lamar. What you got?
I think, as I've said before, you cannot be too vulnerable to your woman. As a man's perspective,
Explain.
I think you still have to, like, okay, I hate to keep using the same guy as an example, but I told you before, he was going through some hard times. He was a single dad, or whatever, and he was going through some financial hard times. He had a girlfriend that was pretty serious, and he was struggling, so he was gonna tell her. And I said, bro, if you tell her,
yes, I remember,
start crying, I said, that's gonna be the end of your relationship.
Yeah, I remember.
He's like, oh, you don't know nothing. Oh, no. So he told her how he was having a hard time and how he cried to his mom about having a hard time, and she dumped his ass. She said he was a little bitch.
But what if
and dumped his ass.
Bitch.
I think that y'all don't like to. Women just want everything to be hunky dory and a-okay, and us not to have problems, feelings, emotions. Like y'all say y'all want us to have emotions, but y'all really don't want us to have emotions. Y'all just want us to be manly, like all the time. Like we can never show weakness. Like, I mean, everybody has weakness and emotions, but I think when you show it to women, like y'all take that as like a sign of weakness. Like if I can't vent to my woman, like what am I with you for? You know what I mean?
Y'all are so like unorganized with your emotions that it ends up being like too much for us because y'all don't know how to handle them. Y'all spill them and then leave.
Y'all are the most emotional creatures on earth. So how are our emotions too much?
Y'all don't know how to control it. That's the
y'all
issue.
don't know how to control
We have been conditioned to control our emotions. We have been taught that you cannot be like that.
Because I can spill on my emotions and pick them back up. Y'all lay them all out and you only stay with the primary emotion and then you just leave.
First of all, okay, this is probably the most unstable group of women in history.
Not this current group, not my group.
Yeah, the whole women.
Nah,
y'all are all unstable. Most of y'all have mental health issues.
Y'all don't know what to. Damn it, Lamar.
What?
I'm not doing this with you. No.
I mean, honestly, to be honest.
What?
Men now are probably more emotional than we have ever been.
Which is great.
Right.
We want the emotions. We also want y'all
to the problem is
control of them.
The problem is y'all have turned into men and we act like women.
Because y'all have been historically disappointed. So we've had to kind of shift roles. Yes,
elaborate on that. How have we been historically disappointing?
Historically, y'all have been disappointing. We have clarified what we've wanted. We have said what we've wanted. Y'all haven't delivered, but still.
And what do y'all want? What do y'all want?
You want consistency. So, okay. Consistency. Support.
What is consistency?
Huh?
What is consistency?
If we're dating, I expect you to be consistent. I expect you to show up. We are consistently speaking, engaged. We're building towards something. You don't get to say we're dating and then 1 week we're talking on the phone. The next week you're ghosting me. You're coming back a month and a half later. Something, what up, shawty? WYD. Like, that's not what we want. And then y'all look at us crazy when we name.
No. See,
Yes.
Your problem is those are dudes that are just trying to smash. Like those are obviously I want to smash you.
The majority of dudes. The majority.
But we're supposed to.
I wouldn't say the whole majority, but
I would say that because you all say I want a relationship. I want this and that. And this goes back to what we were saying, Ferris. But instead of, so you say that I want a relationship, I want to be married, I want all this stuff. You all meet women, and instead of being honest, maybe if it isn't working out, right? Say, oh shit, I thought I like wanted to date her and be with her, but it's not working out. I actually don't really like her. Instead of saying that and going about your fucking day, y'all leave us, like string us along. You're here sometimes, you're gone next time, then you're all gone all together because you weren't honest from the start to say, oh, I thought this was going somewhere. Now it's not. Thank you for your time. I'm going to move on. You wait till you find better and then drop us.
Did we not talk about the post-nut syndrome last time?
What?
We did.
What is that?
They might not, once you give it up and they nut, they might not like you no more.
But and that's fine. What I'm saying is fine. It's the part that y'all aren't saying. So instead of just saying that, because I mean, I'll be honest, that's true. It's happened to me before where it's been like, ooh.
Oh, it's happened to me too.
What I thought. But what's the follow-up piece though in saying that? Now y'all are just ghosting and you're not saying it.
But if they coming back and you're allowing that, that's on you. That just means they're trying to smash.
No, I agree with that too. But my thing is when it's not happening. So I'll use myself as an example, right? I think about this guy. We use John earlier. We'll call him John. Met him out. Things were great. Thought sex was great. It was awesome, right? He was inconsistent. And I named that. I said, no, and then this is my thing. If you say you're going to do something, you better do it. If you say you're going to FaceTime me Wednesday, you better FaceTime me Wednesday. Don't show up Saturday and be like, hey, what's up? What? Excuse me. And then when I named that, when I say, hey, you said you were going to FaceTime me Wednesday and you didn't. Oh, well, I mean, I got a lot of stuff going on. Like, why are you on my nuts and stuff like that? Oh, then we're not doing this anymore. Absolutely not. No. So then what is that to say for the dudes that keep coming back? Because that was shut down, right? We're not doing this isn't working. Don't call me anymore.
Or to quote my man, Cat Williams, maybe there's something about you that get these ain't shit dudes.
Look, and that's cool. I'm willing to reflect on myself. But my thing is when I shut that shit down, right? Like, you're not consistent. You aren't meeting my standards. We're all done. Why do you keep coming back? Because I'm not giving you any windows into that. Hey, what's up? I'm not responding to you. Why do you keep texting? I just got to block you.
You know, I will give you one part of your problem. Well, it's not your problem.
Lamar.
No. It's not your problem per se. It's just the dating world. The problem is everyone has too many options because of stuff like Tinder, Bumble. Like I can meet 200 girls in a minute by just swiping right. One or two of them gonna like my picture, hit me back. And sex these days is so easy. Y'all be wanting it more than we do.
But I get that. But my thing is, yes, you have all of these options. So men and women have all of these options at your disposal. But at what point do you decide you want one person? Because then there's also this piece of
we've talked about that though.
Let me finish this. I'm dating you. We're together, but why are you still looking for something better? Just tell me this
because women
do that too.
First of all, yes, women do that.
Always looking for the better thing.
Women date. Y'all date the highest value man that y'all can get. Y'all always keep it open. Y'all always are talking to more than one guy. Y'all always have these guy friends.
Hilarious. Because my guy friends are actually guy friends.
Are they though?
So now you talking to ain't shit women.
First of all, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. A man will wait years to smash.
Why is he waiting? Because he has a small penis.
No, he's not. Look,
what is that going to do with?
Look, females always be trying to put motherfuckers in the friend zone immediately, right? Dice even said it. No, look, I'm gonna call it out. Even so, Dice, who was a guest on here, she said the same shit. She was like, she met one of these dudes. I don't know if it was the last dude, whatever. She said she didn't even find him physically attractive. They started talking. She got to know the guy. She found him mentally intellectual, and then became attracted to him mentally. And then they ended up doing whatever.
Yeah, can I chime in on this really quick?
Yes.
This is one major difference I've seen that is consistent between men and women. we know right away if we're attracted to or not. We don't have some epiphany at some point where we're working together, like in the movies, like, oh my God, I love her. No, but women do. Women can be friends with a guy for a year or 2 years, and then that can change. But for us men, like it's from day one. I said
that, Michael, like men know at the beginning, but women grow in love or can grow in love.
I took that more as we could begin dating or even be in love, but we just knew from day one, whereas you kind of want to be pursued the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I took it when you said that.
Like women
it is no different than the old days when y'all looked for like the best possible suitor and it was dating season and y'all would have all these. Nothing has changed. Y'all still do the same thing.
I am not denying that, but I guess what I am hearing is like when we secure our guy, it sounds like y'all think we're still looking for something better.
You are.
Okay.
Yes.
Because if I've decided to be with you,
I'm not saying you. I'm saying, and that's just.
I don't know.
But what I'm saying is people in general, and that's a problem, bro. The U.S. has a 50% divorce rate because motherfuckers are just out here like.
It's different now.
Because people they get into a relationship, they find someone who they're attractive right now, or they got money right now, or whatever the fuck the situation is, and they're with that person right now, and then all of a sudden, the next flashy thing comes along, and then they move on to the next.
Yes.
I am not going to co-sign that because my friends and I don't do that.
You don't need to. That's good.
First of all,
that's what I've seen.
Never mind.
Because
I'm not going to talk about your friends.
Perfect example. I know people right now. I'm going to give you 2 examples. So I got a homie who he's been with this girl for a long ass time. Good ass woman. Like she got her head on her shoulders. She's got a good ass job. She's holding it down. Holding him down, and he has not proposed. I'm like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? Like, she's a good ass woman. Like, what are you doing? And he's just like, I don't know, man. Like, da da da. The next one might be out there. Blah blah blah.
See, that's what I have a problem with.
So hear me out though. But then I hear women at the same situation where I have female friends who will be dating this guy, good dude, got his head on his shoulders, degree, whatever falls into the category of what women like right now. And then, but they'll still jump onto the next dude because maybe he's more handsome, or like other guests on here have been saying, oh, he's got 10 inches, da 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 da. And then now they're going with this dude. And so, like, I feel like it's just like, right now, just people are over here just playing. They don't know. There's too many options out here right now. Mm-hmm. And that's ultimately the situation.
Yep. That is true.
It's like I said last time Lamar was on. In my experience, again, I don't want to bring in my last couple of relationships. They were definitely in 100%. They love me, but I felt measured every day. I felt like here's this thing that you fell short on every day. And the more that became prevalent, the more I don't know if they started looking. I don't want to you know what I'm talking about, Lamar? Like you feel like every day,
I get what you're saying.
Like they're not jumping ship, but hey, here's this other flaw you have. We're going to point that out. It's just one less point you have today than you did yesterday.
I get what you're saying. Like me and my brother was talking about one day, like I told him, I said, there's always going to be another dude taller than you, bigger dick than you, more money than you, more educated than you, funnier than you. Like, that's what people understand. Like you just have to find somebody that works for you. There's always going to be a prettier chick that you or someone you find attractive, and I think people fall into their temptations more now than they did before.
Yeah, there's always a foot out the door.
Right.
Yeah, there's always a foot out the door. Yeah, where some of us, I don't know, but you guys, I'm built where when I'm in. And I'm just going to make it work. And the facts don't matter after that. Like, I don't know.
And I feel like all of us here on this podcast are in that boat where it's like, all right, if we got someone that we're like, all right, this is who I'm fucking rocking with. I like this person. Whatever. I'm rolling with the punches. But we're just saying, we're all speaking in general, I'm assuming, right?
Yes.
That in the general sense, people, they'll get complacent with someone. They'll be just sitting there waiting for that better thing. And I feel like a lot of the dudes that y'all might be meeting, a lot of the women that I've talked to, especially, I work in a bar, bro. I see it day in, day out. Motherfucker comes in with this fucking Thanos looking ass dude, buff as fuck, good looking dude,
Not Thanos.
random ass motherfucker comes out of nowhere, not him, obviously, and pulls and can take her. Like, is talking to her, got her number. I watch this shit day in and day out. And it's like, all right, so if that's your dude, if that's the guy that you want to be with.
Yep.
But Joe Blow comes in and he can even have that conversation. Like me, I want my girl to be mean as fuck. Like, don't entertain shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Don't entertain shit. Like, I don't give a fuck what he's saying. Like, be cordial, be nice, but at the end of the day, shut that shit down.
Let him know that he doesn't have access to
Facts.
this. Yeah.
And a lot of women don't do that nowadays. They like the attention. It's just like social media. I get the likes. You want the people to be out here and just it's a feed off that attention. That's anything. And I feel like that's the society that we live in now. So circling back around to like a situation which, like, you know, people that we know are going through, which is like, man, like I told Chartel earlier or on the last episode was like, dude, like a man's going to know immediately, like, this is someone I want to talk to. This is someone I want to be with. Right. And then we got into talking about financial clocks. Like for men, I have a financial clock. I'm not going to settle down with a woman until I know that I'm X, Y, Z. I'm here. I'm at this point. I know that I have everything that I can provide for this woman in whatever family we have, whether it's one kid or 18. And so
you shouldn't have that many.
Right. At all. No. But so ultimately I say all that just to say, like, yeah. So I didn't want to just turn into relationship goals part 18, but
right.
You know.
That's all Lamar shows up for.
No, you brought up the topics.
I did.
You're the narrator. I'm
always interested to hear what you have to say about relationships, friend.
And biologically, by the way, it's not meant for men to be with one woman, but that's a whole nother topic.
I will say that now the life expectancy is hella long than when it was back then. And so it is a long time to expect to be with one person for your entire life. I don't know if I would go so far as to say humans aren't meant to be monogamous, because I would hope that when I find my person, he would only want to be with me for the rest of his life. But I will say that the life expectancy from even what our grandparents, great-grandparents, is a hell of a lot longer to tolerate someone that maybe you married.
So you go back to the old days, that nigga, you died 35.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Married.
They only had to put up with you for 10 years, you know?
Right. Then that's cool. But now people live into like 105 and shit, and you got married at 20. It's like, look, die already.
It's never that goddamn serious, like sex-wise. Like you can get sex anywhere.
Yes.
Right.
But finding that person that like completes you, that shit's fucking hard. So to me, it's like, dude, if I find that person, I'm in it.
Yeah.
I'm going 100%. But once again, like I said, there's just so many temptations. Like we talked about it the last time Lamar was on, where it's like a lot of women go on this whole, oh, well, Cardi said this, Megan said this, let's just say Jennifer Aniston said X, right? And it's like these motherfuckers go home to their husbands and their kids and their mansions, and they ain't dealing with the regular shit that average Joe Blow got to deal with, the regular fucking person.
Right.
Quote all these women and still go home to my man. So I will say that just because we out here quoting and singing the Cardi and Megan and shit, don't mean we taking any of those messages to heart.
But see, a lot of those people are influenced by celebrities and Instagram and clouts and stuff like that. Like I had seen a post on social media with like take Young Jeezy, for instance, which isn't even sex related. They said, you know, he's got his kid, telling his kid to go to college, but he's telling your kid to sell dope on the corner. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that's how they do. I mean, it makes some money and people listen to it like idiots. You know, when those people don't even follow what they're saying, you know?
What's your situation on, what's your thoughts, Lamar, on the baby? His comments.
The baby is a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Even if that is your beliefs, which everybody has their own beliefs, Like, if people are racist and don't like black people, like, that doesn't bother me. That's never bothered me. That's your personal view. If that's how you feel, that's fine. I just don't want to fucking hear it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You shouldn't express it. If you know it's not acceptable, that's something you should, which you can express it with your friends or whoever, whatever, that's fine. But when you're out publicly like that, especially when you're a multi-millionaire entertainer, like, bro, your career is over.
Yeah, never let it mess with your money.
Right.
Like literally, he's gonna have to have sex with Lil Nas X to like on video to get his career back.
And come and come like to make it like believable.
Yeah, because
hilarious.
Like that had to be like he had to be high or mental break.
No,
or
he
something.
was something because that shit was whack as fuck.
Yeah, because to say that like
in this climate,
especially with this nowadays where everybody has a camera phone, a camera recording, like you're just.
He went off.
Like basically, he might have just said, "Hey, I never want to perform again, so this is my last show."
Right.
You know? Yeah, because
no,
I seen that and I thought it was a joke. I said, "There's no way he actually said that out loud." You know what I mean? So
and meant it.
He did mean it, but that's about to be the end for him. So we'll see.
Speaking of Lil Nas X, you see Lil Nas X. I think it's called "Industry Baby." His last video.
I didn't even watch it. I watched about 30 seconds.
On them in the shower and
once I got to the part where they was holding his pockets like they do in jail to signify your bitch in the shower, I was like, yeah, I'm done. I don't need to see the rest. You know,
I haven't even listened to the words. I don't even know what the song is like. But you said the song is good.
Yeah, it is a dope ass song.
Yeah. I didn't even listen to the words.
I'm not gonna,
I haven't listened to it.
The song is dope.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably fire. I listen to the song. I just don't want to see the video. You know? Yeah, I'm good.
That's what they say, child. That's what they say. But so Lamar, you're a parent. What do you think it would be like to parent your kids now compared to back then with all the stuff going on? And because it's different, I would think.
If I could parent back then?
No, like, what do you think
now
to parent kids now compared to back then?
I think. Well, I raised my kids at the end of like their mothers trying to be their friends. Mm-hmm. The beginning of that generation of, they want to be their best friend instead of their parents. You know what I mean? Right. I think that's probably the biggest problem with parenting these days is,
wanting to be friends.
Parents want to be friends or, I hate to say it, but they didn't treat them like that's their man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dressing them up like the dudes they want to date and treating them like, and, making them these 6-course, 5-course meals. And like, I think kids are supposed to be kids. A lot of problem with racists too. There's a lot of women. I always ask women when I date them, which is kind of off topic, but I always ask them this question. I go, say we were sitting down to eat. I go, us and the family. I go, who do you serve first?
I knew that's what you were going to say.
And women always say, I'm gonna feed my kids first. I ain't trying to hear that. That's not a woman I want to be with. Now, if I ask you the question, if there's only a plate of food left, who gets it, me or the kids? I understand making sure your kids eat. As a father, you're supposed to provide whatever. But if we're all at the table, out of respect as the man of the house, you should be feeding your husband first.
Now, what if she's making more money than you? Or the bigger?
And why can't he feed himself?
See, here's the problem. Okay.
Mine's just.
Let me ask you a couple questions real quick. Okay. We have a lawn. Listen to me. We have a lawn. Okay. Who cuts the grass?
A lawn? The maintenance guy.
Okay. Who takes out the trash?
I guess we would both take out the trash if we both make it.
Well, you would say the man, but you're gonna make the man take it out. Okay.
I take out the trash.
Say we're out somewhere and somebody attacks us. Who's supposed to fight and beat the guy up and protect you?
Hell, I'm gonna try to beat him up too.
Okay. But you want the man to protect you, right?
I would want him to jump in first, but that's not to say I'm gonna sit back and wait.
I'm not saying you're supposed to sit back, but it's his job to protect you, right?
Yes.
Okay. So if men have these roles that they still need to fulfill, why do women feel like they shouldn't fulfill certain roles? The problem with women these days that I feel, that's just my personal opinion, is y'all are so hyped up on showing us that you guys can do everything we can do, that y'all fail to realize the beauty of a woman is y'all can do everything we can't do.
Facts.
I hear that. I also think we have had to do that because y'all have been so underwhelming and unremarkable.
The dudes you date. Yes. I will wholeheartedly agree.
Yes.
And also sometimes my group of guy friends too.
Also bums. Yes, I agree.
See, I just want a woman that is feminine.
My group of guy friends.
I know.
See, I just want a woman that is feminine and has no, fixing me a meal or cooking for me, bringing me a plate. Like that doesn't make you less of a woman or weak or my slave. But I think a lot of women feel like that's, a bad thing. Like that's not a bad thing. Like, what's wrong with that?
I didn't say anything was wrong with that. But I hear what you're saying. I do think a lot of women, some women feel some kind of way about gender roles. I will say that. Yes. And I think it's, but I think it's because of a bunch of stuff. But I also hear what you're saying. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. My best friend appreciates that. So my best friend, she's like, yes, I expect you to take out the trash, you to keep my oil changed in the car, do all this stuff. And I also don't mind cooking, keeping the house clean, doing more of those roles. So,
right. But as a man, that's stuff he should do. That's like you're out with a guy and you go to a gas station and you pumping the gas.
Yes.
You're going to look at him like,
what am I doing out here pumping gas?
Yes. So I still think there's certain, I'm not going to say gender roles, but I think there's certain things men should do. Yeah, expectations that men should do and women should do.
I hear that.
That makes the relationship flow a little. Because, unfortunately, in every relationship that people don't understand, family is no different than like a business. There has to be one boss, one CEO. Do you know what I mean? Like you can't have multiple leaders in a whatever situation you're in.
But in a family, I think you can.
You can.
Okay.
There always has to be a leader.
But I think in family dynamics is different because we can both be leaders. Mom, can I do this? Let me talk to you. Both make a decision.
You can be the co-leader, but I'm still daddy.
You can be daddy, I'm mommy, and together we're gonna make these decisions because we both lead in the family.
I'm always gonna make the big decision in my relationship.
Not alone.
I'll let you think you making decisions. I'll take your input. But at the end of the day, as the head of the household,
give me an example on a big decision you making on your own, and you'll just take the input of your wife.
I'm not saying it's always on my own. I said I will value your inputs.
But give me an example. What do you mean? Give me an example.
I don't know. Name something.
You name something. It's your idea. Buying a car.
Okay.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, which car you pick, when you purchase it, that sort of a thing.
Say you want a car that we really can't afford, but you really, really want that car.
Okay.
Financially, if we can't afford it, if you have a man that's actually in charge, he's going to tell you, no, we can't afford this car and you need to pick another car.
Okay. But that feels different because if we can't afford it, I'm not going
to. Y'all women don't care if you can't afford it.
I care. I'm about to be homeless now.
Yeah, y'all don't care. Y'all be looking at us like, make it work.
So we're both making that decision.
See, I've seen the opposite of that. I've seen it where I would be looking at the vehicle going, okay, here's what we need, as a dad, or here's what I expect to earn. And she's just nitpicking the price and saying we can't afford that.
But see, you're the man and you're going to buy that car anyways though, right?
Well, like you said, I'd take her I'd consider her input, but at the end of the day, like, you break down priorities, and you can make things work. You can always make things work. But I haven't run into what you're saying. I've actually run into the more frugal where I'm doing the man stuff and they're just sitting back nitpicking every single thing I do to the,
Well, the car is a bad idea. Well, a bad example because we love cars.
Pick another example then. Okay, buying a house? Like
neighborhood.
Price, location?
Depending on the neighborhood. Because like, perfect example, where I bought my house at, right? I bought my house over North Minneapolis. For people who don't know, North Minneapolis is pretty fucking hood. A lot of bullshit going on, a lot of crime. But at the end of the day, neighbors look out for you. You look out for your neighbors. Right. With that being said, there's a lot of crime. You look at, like women are huge on, or just people in general nowadays are huge on like truly looking at like, all right, where's the crime at? Now, I know that I have, like, I'm going to protect my woman, right? I'm going to protect my family. Like, I don't have a family yet, but I'm going into that idea. I bought my house, perfect example, over North, because it's like, all right, I know that I'm going to protect my family. I have firearms, whatever, right? If anything comes in this house, I need to hold this shit down, right? Mm-hmm. But I feel like in a certain instance, there might be a person I'm talking to who's like, no, I don't want to live in that neighborhood. But it's like, no, like the price, the area is nuts. But at the end of the day, I think that this is going to be the best option for our first residents, right?
Most definitely, yes. I think that a woman would have gave you. Yeah. I believe that because I definitely believe that a woman would have gave you a lot of grief about trying to move into this house.
Most definitely.
But a cheap price, remodeled, beautiful on the inside. You know what I mean? The neighborhood sucks.
Yeah, someone died on the lawn.
Right.
It was the sidewalk.
Oh.
Okay. It was the sidewalk, not the lawn. But see how you look. But see how you're looking. But see how you looking.
Yes.
We would have had a lot of grief with you, and we would have had to make a decision like, well, this is the house that we're gonna get.
Grow it at least for the next couple of years, and then we can go wherever you want to go.
Because y'all are single, y'all think that's how that would have gone, but I think you and your wives would have made a different decision together.
I've been married. Why do you keep saying single? I've been married twice.
I know you have been married. I guess I am thinking that, and maybe you have, Lamar. You've been with women that, or no, I should say that. Yes, maybe you have had that role where it's like, I'm the decision maker. We doing this. I think it's just more collaboration than that goes.
I mean, I don't always make the decisions. I'm not saying I always make the decisions. I let you make a lot of decisions. But then when it comes to the big decision, I need to put my foot down. At the end of the day, it's going to be what I said.
I heard that.
Just like, say you got married. I've always wondered about women. If you got married today, would you take the man's last name or would you hyphenate your name?
I'll be very honest. It depends on his last name. If it sounds dumb with mine, probably not.
It sounds dumb.
I don't think
dude.
You love the man, right?
Huh?
You love the man, right?
If I'm getting married, yes.
Okay, so what the fuck does his last name have to do with that shit?
Motherfucker's
last name could be Dumbledore.
Right.
No, Dumbledore? Absolutely not. No.
Why? You are now Mrs. Dumbledore.
I am.
Right, you're married. You got the. I mean, at least take that off the list.
No.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. If I ever got married again and a woman didn't, well, any other woman I married took my last name. Because if you don't take my last name, then what do we even get married for?
Thanks.
If you want to keep your last name and be that person, then stay that person you are.
But what if I want to be with you? I just want to keep my name.
Okay, then we'll just be together. We won't be married.
Okay, I heard that. Okay. It's different for me. The older I get, the more it's like, and the more I accomplish professionally, the less likely I am to share that with someone.
Share what?
Because I just think professionally, if you create a name, and I think this is specific to women because we're the ones that change. If I have created my professional name under my name and now we get married and you want me to change that. Now I have to I kind of lose that professional identity.
And Chartel, that's what I just called a financial clock.
Is it?
Yes. So you said you just built your whole time up. You built this career. You built this name.
Yep.
To say, I've been in this position before. Trust me. So you've built this name up. You've done certain accolades in your career. You've gotten to X, right? Now it's time for marriage. You're like, oh, well, I've done all of this. I don't want to lose it.
Right.
Right. And so for a man, like I said, ultimately circling back to the last episode, there's certain things that we want to get, and we want to make sure it's the right person before we just jump in and you look like Jeff Bezos where you give $500 million away.
Right.
He's going through a divorce.
But that's different than a name.
No, it's not. Wow. How is that different?
Because I don't believe that, because our mother is very professional.
Yep.
She's built a name for herself. She's been out in the community before I was born.
Yeah.
She's went through several name changes. She's been married twice.
Yep.
And every time she got married, she changed her name, and then that's what she went by.
Yep.
Okay.
Like,
I'd be interested to hear Mama's perspective on that from her.
But what
I wonder what it was like.
But real quick, what generation is our mom in though?
That's true.
If mom was a millennial or a Gen Z,
I wonder if she would.
she'd be, I'm hyphenating that shit.
Yeah.
None of my accomplishments away right now. I'm Dr. Da 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 da. Come on, man.
I also want to say, for me, I don't want it to sound like it would be a petty thing. It would truly be, I think if I had got to a point where a man asked me to marry him and I said yes, I most likely would take his name.
Right.
But it would require me to think about, where am I professionally? Am I at a place where if I change my name, it wouldn't cause so much disruption?
Well, you can still go by the pseudonym though. You can still be, Chartel, your last name, right?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, on paper, there's a lot of fucking celebrities do that shit all the time. Actresses, artists, they go by the name that they got famous by. But on paper, there's like Beyonce, right?
Yeah.
So it's Beyonce Knowles, but realistically, I think she actually did hyphenate her shit. So it's Beyonce Knowles Carter. But nonetheless,
I ain't got Beyonce money though, so
right. No. Exactly. Because she making just as much as Jay-Z. But I'm just saying, for an example, that
no, that's a good point.
You can still keep people are gonna know who the fuck you are if you're doing what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Right. Now you might go through a period where you have to tell people, I got married, my name is no longer it's such and such, but that's just a part of getting married.
Yes. And men can also take their woman's last name. Okay, that's just what I'll say.
He's a straight biatch.
I don't think that's true, but whatever. I just want.
If a man takes a woman, I really want to know how many men have taken their wives' names.
Probably a bunch.
I don't know any.
Because I'm not gonna lie to you, that is some ultimate beta male shit. I would my last name would have to be Dumbledore or some shit like that.
To get rid of it.
Yeah. Because other than that, I'm not
taking to get rid of your last name.
Yeah, no.
Hilarious. Wow.
And back to your question real quick, Ferris. If she made more money than me, she still put my plate on the table. I don't care.
Okay. I'm gonna respectfully disagree with that, because I would be like, look, all right, I'll make sure that everything's done in the crib. Like if it's
how
Oprah,
much more are we talking about?
Imagine if it's Oprah.
Oh, Oprah, I'm bringing her plate, butt naked, oiled up, bath is ran.
Everything is rolling on all cylinders. I'm not fucking up shit.
Oh, no. See, that's filthy, dirty money. That's wealthy. That's not rich. That's wealthy. So she gets
Kardashian.
Fuck them bitches, bro. Like, I don't even.
You said that now.
Listen. No, this is what I'm saying, man. Like 9s and 10s like that, like the Kardashians, like they don't never have successful relationships anyways.
Okay.
They have too many options. So they go from guy to guy to guy, don't work out with this guy, then with this guy. because they're always going to find a guy. It's always going to be some guy that wants to smash or be with them. Like, if you think about it, there's really not too many very beautiful, beautiful women that have like a healthy marriage or relationship. At least I can't think of too many. But that goes to our conversation about options again, you know? Just like guys. You know, women are the same. And a guy's always looking for a chick with money. That's like a guy's dream for somebody to take care of him. So, but the Kardashians, yeah, nah. Oprah,
Fair enough.
yes.
So, man.
Oprah could get me to take that slave and picture and post it with as much money as she got.
I'd be cheesing that picture too.
Yeah.
Fucking
you know, that's what you want to take.
Recreation and shit. Yep.
Yeah. For that much money, I take 1 or 2 pictures.
Oh yeah. Cheesing.
Yeah. Yes.
So
yes.
Man, we gotta continue this shit for sure. What has you exhausted though? Lamar.
What I didn't hear you, I'm sorry.
What has you exhausted?
Man. I don't know, man. Probably a COVID talk. Because we're back on that again.
Variant? Yeah.
Yeah, COVID variant, COVID. You know? It's like, do we gotta wear a mask or do we not gotta wear a mask? You know? Should we get vaccinated, not get vaccinated? That's probably what's working my nerves now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably the COVID talk again.
What about you, Ms. Chartel?
I'll co-sign that. And I think the aggression that comes behind it. You're vaccinated, you cheat, you're not vaccinated, you hate everyone. Like, I think it's just all of that.
But y'all see that video? I think it might have been Pennsylvania. Don't quote me on that. Might be wrong. But I feel like it was like Pennsylvania. There was like anti-maskers versus vaccine masks.
I have not.
And they literally were going at it. And it was white folks like going at it.
No.
Like literally like talking about whooping people's asses, calling the police, all this stuff over the fucking mask and vaccine.
Yeah, see.
And I just hate that it's like very polarized, like politically. It's like either like if you feel like you were a risk to catch it, stay home. Mm-hmm. If you feel like you're good, then go fucking out. Who cares? I mean, if you want to get vaccinated, get vaccinated. If you don't, you don't.
Right. But don't.
I think eventually they're going to try to make it mandatory.
I think
they're already trying to do it right now.
Because they don't say mandatory. They don't say mandatory, but then they're going to start cutting down like travel restrictions. Yep. You know what I mean?
Hiring.
Schools. Work. You can't be at your job if you're not vaccinated. So, you know, it won't necessarily be mandatory.
But it'll be mandatory.
They'll
just get around it like that. Like, oh, well,
right.
You can't do the work. Because I think it was CNN or the Coca-Cola factory somewhere fired employees for not being vaccinated. Actually, I think they fired them for lying about being vaccinated. So that's probably a little different. But I think a lot of companies I know they said federally, they're going to try to make it required for federal employees, the vaccine. Mm-hmm. And I think companies will follow behind either requiring their employees to be vaccinated or opting them out. So I think private companies will take one or the other sides.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think that's what has me exhausted too. I'll co-sign on that. What about you, Ferris?
Yeah, I mean, I guess, I guess I co-sign on that as well. Like, it's just like we lived a whole year under this shit, and it's like it's about time that hopefully we can move on. I get it. I'm not saying it as insensitive to people who have died, because yes, people obviously have died from it. But at the end of the day, it's like, damn, like if that's how I'm supposed to go, then that's how I'm supposed to go. If you feel like you're worried about catching it, then just stay home. Like I feel like it's kind of that easy. If you're comfortable enough going out without it, without a vaccine or whatever, then do you. Like it's like, so it's my body, my choice for certain things, but then it's not my body, my choice for other things.
Right.
So what is it?
Here's another question I was wondering too. What happened to all the other diseases? Like people don't get regular sick or the flu or cancer or AIDS or like all the other, everything else just disappeared.
Yeah, they're all gone. Yeah.
Right.
COVID replaced everything.
Right.
You either have COVID
or you can get hit by a car and all of a sudden it's COVID related.
COVID related death because you couldn't.
Right. Yeah, because I haven't even. Because to be honest, since COVID has started, I haven't heard of like one person having like a regular cold or just having the flu. They always COVID. It's like,
it's not
where'd everything else go?
Right.
So yeah.
All gone. You're curious.
I don't know.
So do you want anyone to find you, Lamar, or no?
Nah.
We good. They notify you periodically on the Chopping It Up podcast.
That's right.
We good out here.
Yeah. So once again, Chopping Up Official, Instagram, Facebook. Yes. Catch us on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, Podcast, and Pandora.
We did. Lamar, thanks for coming on. You're always such a joyous guest. Can't wait.
Anytime.
Next time.
Come meet us at Gray's.
I wish.
Right. Yeah. She all the way in the A.
Catch a flight. Hurry up.
I heard that.
Shit, we about to go down there. Shit. We got all exclusive and all the places that she be going. She be Sunday Fun Day every Sunday.
Yeah. I'm keeping a roster of the places, and my guest room gonna be set up tomorrow. So y'all gonna have a place to stay.
Inflatable mattresses for all.
Hilarious. Not gonna be.
What's the dating scene down like in the A?
You don't want to do that. Don't do that. That's a touchy subject.
Okay, never mind.
Like the dating scene for me, or what it would be like for you?
Well, I saw something on social media, like an article that Minnesota was like number 3 in the worst states to date.
It is.
So I was wondering with all the
I think
guys down there.
I got down here my first day and locked a number. So really, I think it just really depends on what you're looking for. Like Atlanta has a lot of entertainment come up people. So if that's your scene, then we golden. If not, then you might struggle a little bit because someone always has a side hustle that they try to make their main hustle. So it depends. So,
okay.
Gotta come down and see for yourself.
Yeah, I'll be down there.
Definitely coming down there. Yeah, but shit, once again,
all right, you
amazing
guys.
Episode. Thank you for being on, Lamar. Appreciate it.
No problem.
Always dope.
Always. And we will catch y'all next week.
Bye.
Peace.